I'm Gabe Jewell, and this is Comic Smack, the weekly comic show where we take closer, more in-depth looks at the coolest and most happening events going on in the world of comics and superheroes. And on today's show, we have the grand finale of Batman and Robin Eternal, issue number 26. Will the members of the Bat family finally be able to undo the evil machinations of Mother? Well, let's hop on into the newest comic and find out. So, as the comic opens, we're treated to a flashback of one of the last times Harper Row remembers seeing her mother. Harper was a bad kid growing up, prone to acting out, but her mother still loved her all the same. It's remembering this love and support that allows Bluebird to fight back against Mother's control, saying that, a real mother, a real caretaker, provider doesn't force their children to become their idealized version of them, but help them discover the people that they were meant to be. This is just yet another in a long line of setbacks for Mother, who plans to reactivate her satellite and continue her plan to build a perfect world by destroying the old one through brainwashed child suicide soldiers. What Mother was not expecting, though, what she couldn't possibly have expected, was yet another one of her children, John Paul Valley, aka Azrael, has finally seen the light himself and decides to destroy her server room. It's at this point the entire Bat family, including Talon, yeah, I'm happy to see Calvin Rose back too, decide to storm the Arctic base. The three girls, Steph, Cassandra, and Harper, decide to stay down below and battle the Orphan Elite, while the boys, Dick, Tim, Jason, and Damian, go upstairs to have themselves a final confrontation with Mother. Now, you would think this frail old lady wouldn't be too good in a fight, but turns out she absolutely is. All the while, Mother continues to berate the former Robin, saying that her plan would have been perfect. It would have saved children from lives of famine, of terror, of trauma, of all the things that she was forced to go through. When the fight starts to turn against her, Mother does what all good Bond villains do in this situation, and that is activate the self-destruct for her Arctic base. She says that this is not the end, but only the beginning. She will start again, create a new army of children, and that the Bat family will have to live every night in terror, knowing that one of her children will come for them in the night. Then again, what Mother should be worried about is one of her old children. Yep, that's right, David Kane, her favorite son, the orphan, has returned, and he is none too happy about having his neck slashed a couple issues back. In a weird way, David Kane finds a bit of redemption here, dragging Mother down into an active volcano below the base, not just for himself, not just to end the madness, but so his daughter Cassandra can be free, saying that she always deserved better than him as a father. As Mother's Arctic base crumbles into the sea, the Robins reunite in celebration, knowing full well that they were able to defeat and overcome the foe that Batman himself could not defeat. Today, they truly lived up to the legacy of their father, the Bat, and then some. And speaking of Batman and the comic flashes forward to a few months later, pretty much after the events of Batman number 50, where Batman returns. Harper is at the grave of her mother, and she tells Batman that after a life of being puppeteered, being steered, and everyone telling her what she's going to be, she decides now she's going to forge her own path, one outside the realm of being a superhero. She wants to go back to school and become an electrical engineer like she always dreamed of. Batman apologizes for not telling her the truth about the hand he played in the death of her mother, but he knows that she's going to do the right thing, and should Gotham City ever need Bluebird again, he knows that she'll answer the call. Now, that's not to say Batman isn't getting a new sidekick at all, because Cassandra Cain descends from the treetops, saying that she's ready to join the Bat family now, but not as Black Bat like she was in the old 52. No. In honor of her father, David Kane, she's now going to call herself Orphan. As the comic winds down, Batman and his Robins, his children, his surrogate sons swing out into the night one last time, as the theme is repeated of a parent helping their children become who they were always meant to be. Batman and Robin Eternal number 26 was the fitting conclusion to what is easily one of my favorite modern Batman stories. It was a story that rang great material out of casting a critical eye on what Batman does with children, teaching them to fight and take up his cause. Only unlike Mother, who created her children to serve, Batman helped his kids along the way in the hope and desire that one day they would be better than him. Heck, in many ways, they already are. Harper Row was, of course, the biggest encapsulation of this story, kind of being her swan song at the end of the day. In the end, she was proof of the greatest thing Batman gave to his sidekicks, his surrogate children, and that is the power of choice. And in the end, I kind of like that she chose to walk away. She made a mature choice, an adult choice, the choice that Batman could never make for himself. Overall, I would give this one a very positive 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Jewell.